Hey guys, Legit Meme Dealer here, aka Dad's back with the SIGS 447, and today is a very special day. Yes, you've guessed it correctly, it's time for my biannual return back to YouTube. In the time of my disappearance, I accomplished some amazing feats, including, but not limited to... Fuck all, I did nothing. The truth is, I probably should have done something better with my time than getting plastered and playing BeamNG Drive, so I decided, what better way to fill that void and return to YouTube than to make a video on someone I've already covered? That's popular now, right? Recycling content? I'll even throw in a few Family Guy clips and some Subway Surfers gameplay as a treat if you're good. But anyway, getting back to the point, the subject of today's video is none other than the man himself, Reckless Ben. Like I said, I've covered him before on the channel, so if you want to check that video out, the link is in the description. But the last time we checked in on Ben, he was making TV execs weep by abusing legal loopholes like they were a fucking 4chan user's own a hole. So, since then, Ben's been doing a bunch of videos, and I suggest checking a couple of them out. I've got a personal favorite. He did a video where he hired two Bigfoot hunters and then kind of just set them loose in the woods to go hunt each other. So, that was funny. Recently, however, Ben got involved with the infamous McCamey Manor. And in order to see if the stories were true, he led an investigation that led to him making 7 videos, including interviews with victims and interviews with the Manor's founder, Russell McCamey, who, by the way, works at a fucking Walmart. In his first video, Ben attempted to gain access to the Manor by posing as a contestant, and he was made to do a shit ton of trials to prove that he was ready to enter the real haunted house. Except, despite doing everything that he was told, he still wasn't allowed in. So, Ben, being the fucking reckless guy he so claims to be, threw himself headfirst into a full-blown investigation on the Manor and its creator, and of course he got into all sorts of lawsuits along the way. I don't really want to give a play-by-play of his videos here because, again, I really think that you should watch them instead of this piss-poor 3 or so minute rundown, but basically he gets into a contact with a few groups actively trying to get the Manor shut down, in the process learns about a hard drive that supposedly contained the real unedited footage of all the tours, which basically included people signing contracts under false names, being actively held against their will, and basically getting tortured. There's no doubt this Russell guy is one sick fucking crate. And apparently I'm not the only person who thinks so, because Ben points out in his videos several of Russ's wives came forward with allegations of being beaten and having their lives threatened. He even forced one of the contestants of the Manor, who was only called in to be an actor, to say on camera, and that I quote, "From my standpoint, some women deserve to be hit." I mean, you can't make this shit up. That's in Ben's video. I'll put that in the description. That's at the 10-minute, 45-second mark exactly. Go watch that. You can't make this shit up. One contestant, who also signed on to only be an actor, and he even signed the fake contract under his character's name, was chained to the back of a vehicle and dragged down a gravel road, which actually ended up with him being put in the hospital. And this all came to light after Ben received the hard drive with the footage, and Ben, having the best intentions of course, wanted to bring the evidence to the police so he could get the Manor shut down and Russell preferably put in prison. But he was informed by the last person who had the hard drive that they already took it to the police and they did fucking nothing, they just kept shrugging it off. Nothing screams a small-town rural police department like ignoring video proof of people getting tortured. Ben, having exhausted every avenue, obviously deleted his YouTube and began working for Russell. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. This is the reckless Ben we're talking about, a man who went toe-to-toe with TBS's legal team and won. He wasn't gonna let a few dumbass cops and a wannabe sadist who moonlights as a Walmart greeter stop him from getting the Manor shut down. So, Ben, in a classic Ben move, used a fire code violation in order to bring the evidence to the attention of the Tennessee Attorney General, who in turn launched an investigation into the Manor, which is where we're sitting now. So, all's well that ends well, right? The law is finally doing something about the Manor, Ben's got his videos, it's a win-win. Except for Ben, it wasn't a win. He really did want to put an end to the Manor's tours, and he didn't want anybody having to go through that and possibly being, basically tortured again. So, in another classic Ben move, he started his own haunted house and is actively searching for people that are interested in going to McCamey Manor, and he's diverting them to his haunted house instead, which he affectionately named Ben's Basement. And whoever lasts the longest in Ben's basement gets a $20,000 reward. And to help fund the prize money, Ben is selling t-shirts, which might still be for sale by the time this comes out, so if they're still up, I'll put the link down in the description, as well as the sign-up sheet to try your hand at the haunted house. I think that about wraps up the video. Like I said, I highly suggest you go watch all of Ben's videos on the subject, because I left out a shit ton of events leading up to this point for the sake of brevity. So check those out when you get a chance. It's been lovely coming back and talking to you guys, all 37 of you who are subscribed, and in case you don't see me for another 2 years, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and fuck Russell McKamey. See ya.